Welcome to Texas Truck Channel. I'm Brian.
I'm Craig.
And today we have something really special, and that is the Polaris Sportsman 850 Highlifter. And you know what this thing's good at, Craig?
Mudding.
You know what we should do with it?
Mud.
Look what we have.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, we are in Bridgeport. I guess it's Northwest OHV Park, and just in Bridgeport, Texas, basically, about an hour north of DFW. And this is the only mud they have right now. Now, full disclosure, we have gone mudding with this in Huntsville already at General Sam's Off-Road Park. We've actually suffered a little damage due to our user error. Apparently that's not the right tow point. You should use it down here. Circumstance drove that. Anyways, more on that episode later. But first we're gonna do a little mud here, and then we're gonna do some trail riding and kind of tell you about the experience of this on trails, because this is not meant for that. It's meant just for mud, as you can tell by the tires. They're 30 inches tall, their paddles are meaty. But it's done fine today. I've been riding this morning, it's been doing well. But Craig, I think you should do the mud.
What I gotta do?
Well, I did it last time. It's your turn.
Yeah, you're better at it. You're experienced at it. You should do the mud.
No.
Craig, me to get muddy.
Craig's gonna do it. Craig's gonna do it.
Okay, all right.
Okay, I'm over here at the pit. I just want to show people how mucky this is. Granted, it was much worse about a week ago, we're told. We're actually told not to even go in here, so we did get permission if it was drier like this, but they basically still had the old map that said don't go in here. But anyways, it'll be fine. Craig, are you excited for this?
I said, real excited.
Okay, do you feel prepared? What's your plan?
Look, I'm gonna let the audience know, they told us not to go through this mud pit. There's a red X on the map.
No, they said, but if it's dryish, it's okay.
And I've walked by this, scouting it out after you tricked me into this, and I noticed real quick that it smells nasty.
No, it'll be fine. You'll be fine, don't worry.
Not prepared at all.
Now, the good news is we have the Ranger with us with a winch. So if we do get into a situation where we get stuck, it'll be fine. We'll get it out.
That makes me feel real good, thanks.
Yeah, it's fine, don't worry about it. So all you gotta do is just...
So look, Brian hasn't given me any training on this. He got to play with it in an off-road park. I didn't. Hope you all enjoyed that video. But this is my first time running this thing through actual mud. Driven around a little bit in the neighborhood, on a few trails. I don't have a strategy here, Brian, other than come show the people over here. We've got a 2x4, which really it's all-wheel drive all the time, you see, but
yeah, but it just locks the front diff off, is all it does.
Right, so this locks the front diff, which we're gonna go ahead and do that.
No, that doesn't lock it. That just allows it to engage.
Oh, okay,
yeah,
very good, okay. And we're gonna leave it in high.
Yeah, for wheel speed, makes sense.
Because I need some wheel speed, and I'm just gonna medium send it. That's what I'm gonna do, that's my strategy.
All I heard was send it, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
Okay, go for it.
Okay. All right, here we go, run.
Oh, good, if you remember how to start it. Now, the good news is if he does sink it like I did last time, the radiator's up top, which means it can run in the muck while we're trying to get it out. That's great. So let's get to a good shot. So unlike the hill test, Craig's gonna have to commit. We're not gonna crawl this thing. Hope he leans back. Whoa, whoa. All right. Lean that way with your whole body. Okay. All right, well.
Thanks, Brian. So that was a fun. I really appreciate that. I've got mud all over me now. Could be worse, I know.
I had some too.
But I'm glad you got some mud on you.
That's real of you.
Good news is the high air intake, zero problems, high muffler. We're gonna back up and redo this a little bit. We're gonna make it.
Well, see if you can back up. If not, we'll winch it. Also, it has a sealed clutch, Craig, so right now there's nothing getting into it. All right. This is how it happened last time. Yeah. So I'm gonna just pull it from the front. Here, you hold this.
All right. So Brian has done it to me again. He went last week and did the exact same thing. And this ought to be a good thing for me to experience, which I don't really appreciate. But here we are, we're stuck. We're pretty deep. You can see how deep the mud is here. These paddles did get us much farther than I expected. So that's pretty impressive. He's gonna come over here and save me with the winch on this Ranger. So fortunately, Polaris was smart enough to not just give us the Highlifter, which invariably we're gonna get stuck because you wanna drive it through mud. It's what it's made for. They gave us the Ranger with the winch, and well, that's gonna come in big here. So pretty happy about that.
So Craig.
Yeah.
I'm glad we have the winch.
Yes.
I'm a little sad that you sunk it as much as you did because I can't see the tow hook.
Oh, okay. You want to show them that?
Yeah, so we're caked in pretty good. The tow hook's down here somewhere. We'll get it. But look at those paddles and how filled they are. So at this RPM of tire speed, they just become solid rollers. They're not even paddles.
You want to try low?
That won't matter. Yeah, sure, go ahead. Try low and then just wheel it. Try and wheel backwards a little bit.
Do what?
Try and wheel backwards just a little bit. putting your weight as far back as you can.
Oh.
That's forward. Oop. Going. He was trying. Hey, work the steering side to side. Okay, I think that's good. I'm gonna
Get a little higher to the.
I can actually see it now.
Okay, good.
Kind of. There it is, right there. So we're using the factory winch from the Ranger, and it has remote control, which is nice. We're gonna put that to work. We're gonna lock. Here's how you lock the side. So we're gonna turn the controller on. Okay. Battery's dead. That's what happens when you have children and they play with things. All right. Luckily, we've got a controller in the cab right here. Hold on. Pulling us in. Use the throttle. It's working. Oh, that is mucky. Going up a little bit. Okay. It's okay. Stop, stop. I think you're out on your own. It's starting to wheel faster than I can winch. So let's undo this hook. There you go. Okay, in the trees. Okay, all right. Look at that, dude. That was no big deal. What are you so grumpy about?
All right, hang on. First off,
I have more mud on me than you do on you.
And second off,
Princess Pants.
that's
totally
that's
clean.
what you get. I want to show the people. Look, I've got mud on my shoe. Look at that. That is ridiculous. Got it on my feet. Well, that's kind of cool.
That's pretty awesome. That's
I mean,
pretty awesome.
look at that.
Also,
It did kind of make it through with some assistance.
well, it goes to show that this side was getting more than the other side.
Yes.
Show the floorboard over here.
And here's what happened. Yes, this scoop here just immediately just grabbed everything.
Yeah. So something I actually do want to comment on this, Craig. We
Look
learned
at that. The lift will really helped. I mean, otherwise, you're just doing nothing.
Well, with those A-arms, you drug much less than you would otherwise,
Yes.
like on a regular Sportsman. But one thing I've noticed that this is the problem we had in Huntsville as well. These floorboards are great, but they
Yes.
become anchors.
Yeah, no, good point.
So as soon as you get deep enough, this side stayed dry. Show the other side. The other side is what pulled the ATV down. In fact, look, it unclipped them from the fender right here. So that's how much force was on it. So that happened there. It happened on this side too in Huntsville. So these things are kind of quick connects. Those are no big deal. Also show the people what you did over here.
Let's see here.
Craig, Greenpeace is gonna love this. Good job.
Very, very muddy. Kind of hard to tell with the GoPro, but you can see that's how far the tire was. It was just up against the side here, and that's what was happening.
Yeah.
It was digging into the side. In hindsight, if I'd have taken this more to that direction instead of this direction,
It would have been boring.
it would have been boring, but probably would have made it through, Brian. So there is that.
For sure would have made it through. In fact, we should just go back and do that.
Let's do it.
Run it again. Okay, here comes Princess Pants. So he's gonna stay closer to the opposite side and try and avoid this low pit and just ride, just to show people what it can do. There is some muck there, but I think he'll be fine. Now his right foot can't go down because he's afraid to get his shoes dirty on the other rail. So that's Craig's fault. Ooh, ooh. Oh, up. Go for it, go. Hey, work the wheel. Work the wheel. Lean forward. Come on. All right, run it back a little bit and then go forward. Even though I think you're committed at this point. Okay. Now give it the beans. Yes. It's fine. You almost had it. Why'd you stop? Hey. Watch. So Craig's super competitive. He's determined to make it on his own now. Work it. Hey, work it back further. to the edge. Beans, beans, beans. So here's the problem with low RPM, the tires cake up like any other tire do. So Craig's too scared to floor it. That is gross. Beans! Look how goopy this stuff is. So keep working, you're gonna make it. I'm lying, he's just thinking, but it's more fun this way. Do another run at it and keep.
Wish it had power steering.
I know. So this doesn't have EPS because the steering motor is too low. They don't want it to be underwater. That's part of the Highlifter. Oh, you giving up?
Giving up.
Oh my gosh, just throwing in the winch line. Okay, I'm glad I didn't spool it back up. Hang on for me.
So this guy, that one, jerk. That's what he is. The best part about this right here is Brian is going to help me out with the winch again for the second time. But that means he's probably going to get his hands really muddy again. Very excited about that.
So we're very fortunate to have a 4,500 pound fully synthetic line winch that comes with the Polaris Ranger Crew, the whole thing, Texas Edition. This is what comes with it. And the remote has come back to life, so that's good. So we can do this without being in the cab. Okay? I'm still muddier than you, by the way. All right. Hold on. Making it, ladies and gentlemen. He's not happy about it though. Look how grumpy he is. Stop, 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 stop. Good. Come on out. Oh, he's got it. He's got it. He's got it. All right. You're on your line. Good job.
Okay, so final thoughts, Brian. You're an idiot for making me do this. I'm an idiot for thinking, oh, we'll just go back through a second time and it'll be easy. Brian?
This is just proof that peer pressure works.
No, no, no. This is proof that the officials, the paid professionals, the responsible parties
that said don't go back here.
Northwest OHV here in Bridgeport know what they're talking about. If you see
they said maybe.
If you see a red X on the map, just be prepared for this. That's all we're saying.
And bring a winch and another Polaris with you. This thing, by the way, has saved our bacon for sure. And it works great. I love having this thing remote. I could film you that way. And it was awesome. So what do you think of the machine, first of all?
Oh, the machine itself is great. It's a lot of fun. It's a one-trick pony. I just don't like that particular trick.
Oh, you don't like the mud stuff?
I don't like the mud stuff.
Yeah.
But if you're into mudding and you don't want to spend a bunch of money modding your current ATV,
yeah, this is
just start here. It's turnkey. And you're in a good spot. So.
I do also want to say and give this thing a little bit back up. One, Craig's not an experienced mud rider, so
this is absolutely true.
Someone else may have made it through here.
Well, and look, if I was dressed appropriately,
he would have committed more.
I would have committed for sure, much more.
Craig actually has no problem committing on things that aren't his. But this, look how mucky that is. That is the nastiest crap. I would not put a Wrangler Rubicon through that because it would not be pleasant.
Right, right. So, but what he would do is he'd put his brother through it.
It worked out great. Thanks for watching. And if you want to see more of this, let us know. We'll get it done for you.
See you next time.